Receta de salsa enchilada.
Sorry, I thought I actually pressed mute before I went and did that. So, I thought you guys were messing with me. I thought I muted that as well right now. Sorry. I thought you guys were messing with me, so this is trash. This thing is draining my batteries, and I don't even use it that often anymore. I thought you guys were trolling me when you said mute, because I actually tested it before going live just to prevent this. And hey, what do you know? What do you know? All right, we're good. We're good. Water drinking ASMR. Anyways, it's blue. Less mime, more summertime since the sun is out. Finally. Let me grab my notifications here because it's always a little tricky in the kitchen to see you guys and to see chat and to see notifications. Anyways, now that you can actually hear me, I hope everybody is doing good. Yes, there's no rain. We're done with the rain here. Good to see everybody here. Trolltorial on YouTube. So, activity feed. Okay, here we go. Let me do some shout outs before we get started. Steve7422, thank you for the sub. KJ, thank you for the tier 1 5 months. Yes. Linus Blindfold, thank you for the 6 months. Tom TTS, thank you for the tier 1 3 months. Pedrin Holo, thank you for the sub. Invisible Tongue, thank you for the tier 1 4 months. All the food. That's right. Thanks so much, you guys. Did I finish Resident Evil 3? No. I'm not playing unless I'm streaming it, right? So, but I finally beat that boss. How did I get to know Zano? I don't know him. He rated me on Twitch, so I know him through Twitch. I don't even know where he's from. Where is he from? Somebody tell me. I have a guess. I'm trying to learn accents, so I have a guess of where he's from. I think I know, but I'm not sure. So somebody tell me. Tariq AK, thank you for the tier 1 4 months. Meow. What's up? What's up? Post Anime, thank you for the sub. What's up? Welcome, welcome. How do you guys, what did I leave out to show you? Ah, you guys are zooming in on my peppers. I'm trying to look. Yeah, you guys are zooming in on my peppers. Taking good guesses, aren't you? Guesses. Taking good guesses. MQ the Maker, thank you for the tier 1 11 months. Ah, what? Bregolas, thank you for the sub. I have so many windows open on my phone. Trying to look. All right. what am I making today? And can I make lasagna? I've made lasagna like probably twice. And here's my secret, not secret, which is instead of doing lasagna all at once, what I do is I food prep and I'll do like a ragu, a bolognese, and I'll freeze a lot of it. And then one day, because that's already such a long process, once I'm done with that and I have another day free that I feel like cooking, then I'll do the lasagna because I already have the ragu or the bolognese ready to go, and it removes one step. That way, the bechamel, I hate doing bechamel. I love eating it. I hate doing it. So what am I doing? Some of you maybe saw it, but I did also put it in the channel description, I think. So today, clearly I'm not a juggler. I'm going to do enchiladas, and we're going to make the sauce. We are going to make a sauce. I love enchiladas. It's something that it's basically one of my favorite dishes to make. I did do a semi-cheat. And I bought some canned enchilada sauce just in case I mess the sauce up, so the whole episode's not over. Now, if I had a lot of time on my hands, what I would do normally is I do a red sauce, salsa rojo, and then I do a green sauce, salsa verde. And once I plate the enchiladas, I do a half and half because I can never decide which flavor I want. So I do a half and half. I do half of it red, half of it green. Today we're sticking with red, but I am going to make a salsa as well, so it will kind of make up for it. So I've not done the actual salsa or the sauce for the enchiladas in forever, so I hope I don't mess it up. Actually, before I do that, all right, so I don't like to do my enchiladas, the actual sauce for when I bake them, super spicy. And that's because I usually make a large quantity at once, and not everybody likes super spicy. I do. But I also want to taste the flavors, and I prefer to have really whatever kind of spice or salsa I want on the side, and then it compensates anyways. I like that. That's how I prefer it. So first thing we're going to do, I have to remember how many of each. All right. So first we're going to roast the peppers. And I bought one of the wrong ones. These are the first ones we're going to use. These smell so good. They almost smell like fruit. Some kind of dried fruit. Now I'm preparing the garlic because this will get blended up with garlic as well. Definitely not making an omelet, not today. Trash can. Trash can. Okay, so now, I don't know how many minutes it's been. I'm not timing it. But I can smell it's becoming fragrant. So you don't have to do this that long. It's kind of like you're kind of toasting them in a way, but you don't want to burn them. How's the music level, you guys? Does it sound good or do you want it higher? Am I doing a spicy sauce or a cheese sauce? Well, I always do both. I always do both. This recipe came from my grandmother's neighbor. Okay, some of you guys can't hear music. Some of you saying higher. Okay, definitely higher then. Just tell me, it's always tricky in the kitchen. Just tell me if the music becomes too loud. All right, these are done. That goes by really fast. That's almost ready. All right, that's good enough. Now you boil these to get the liquid. You don't have to put a lid on it. I'm just doing that because the pot's a little bit small and I don't want them popping back out of the water. Turn it down, turn the temperature down. All right. So while that's going, I am going to rinse some vegetables, or rather cilantro, herbs. Mmm. Yum. 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 All right, this part is going to take me a while. I'm gonna make tomatillo salsa, and this is a tomatillo. If you guys don't know what it is, it's like kind of like a green tomato, but you have to peel off these husks like this. And then I always rinse them underwater. Even though I cook them first, I rinse them underwater. This is gonna take me a minute. When you're shopping for tomatillos, I always look for the ones that are firm and not soft. So when you do a tomatillo salsa, you can do it so many different ways. My favorite way is on the barbecue. So obviously I'm not doing that today. That's my preferred way. So usually if I'm barbecuing something else, I make sure to have tomatillos on hand. And then at the end, I'll just grill tons of them. Again, you can do it so many different ways. You can grill them. You can grill it even on the stove if you have a grill platter. You can boil them. You can do it in a frying pan like this with oil. But then it's good. I just prefer not to do it that way because then you get the oily taste. You can do it in the oven. I'm doing it in the oven. It's quicker. I like doing it on the grill if I don't have a barbecue, because you still get that a little bit of a grill taste. But again, I'm doing not only tomatillas, but I'm doing jalapeno and serrano. So I'm going to do it in the oven. So I just turned the oven on. I put it on broil. So I line the tray with foil and then I put this down. So this one, I'm trying something a little bit different. Normally when I do this, I do, I would say like double the amount of tomatillos. And then I only do like 1 or 2 jalapeno or serrano. And that's more of like a mild but still spicy salsa verde today. I'm going to mix it up. This is going to be spicy. Because usually what I do is I make 2 salsas. I make one that's tomatillo, really heavy on the tomatillo, and just a little bit of spice. And then I do a second one, super heavy on the jalapeno and serrano. So I want to mix it up. I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I want some spice. So that's what we're doing. And I don't know why I did that. These are going in the broiler, actually, not the oven. If you don't have a broiler, just put it on the highest temperature your oven can go. And put it on the very bottom rack. It's like roasting. Ah, no. Okay. Nope, I lied. Okay. We're not broiling. I used a pan that's too big. That one fits. All right, we'll switch it. Woohoo. Ah! Pepper down, pepper down. Okay, I just remembered something. I have never put this in the broiler and I don't know if it's safe, so putting that away for now. Now this can go in. So these are soft, which means they're ready. So they need to cool down a little bit. I'm gonna drain some of the water out. All right, what's next? This needs to cool down. I need a blender ready. Clean as you go. That's right, man. I needed extra garlic. I almost forgot. This is for this salsa. Now, I need a lot of cilantro because I'm going to use it for enchiladas, for the tomatillo, and maybe if we have time, I'm going to do a little bit more salsa. Let's see. So I think I'll just chop all of this and have it ready. That's what I'll do. I feel like I'm gonna want more than this, but I'm gonna start with that. And I need another towel. Slippage. Slippage. Can't have that. Okay. So, you've probably seen me chop up cilantro in secret sauce before. Is there really a technique? I don't know. But after the fact, people are like, well, how did you do this? So, I'll tell you my technique. It's not really complicated. I just chop off most of the ends like this. I don't throw them away, but I kind of put those, the biggest bunch, to the side. And then I go through this by hand because these thick stems, in my opinion, are a little bit bitter. So I'll peel these off and throw those out. But like the ones higher up with the leaves aren't so bad. It's really the thick ends. I don't think most people do this. I do it. And it's always easier by hand, obviously. None of those stupid gadgets. Chop your herbs faster. Cut your herbs faster. No. Nope. Doesn't work. You can also slide down. But when you get these little leaves, it's harder to do that because the strings come off with it. It smells good. It smells good. Okay, that's good enough. Then once I chop it, if I see like this thing sticking out, that's gonna bother me. I don't know why, it will. Then I'll go through and take some of the bigger stems if they're there. Otherwise, I leave them. It's like this is huge, but the little ones in between are fine. So I always, if I'm putting something in the oven or the broiler, I always put a timer. And I always put it under so I don't forget. Short-term memory. Not great. Alright, I'm going to take this out and show you guys. Again, everybody has their own technique. They have their own ways. I like when they start to get blistered and blackened. So I do this outside of the broiler so I don't burn myself. I turn them over. And everybody's oven is different, obviously. It also, or broiler. Really. And it also depends how much you lay out on the sheet. If you have a lot on there, it's going to take longer. I didn't put that many on here. I just flipped them back over. I usually put it in for like 7 minutes each side, but sometimes peppers can cook faster than other peppers, so you do want to kind of check it often, especially if you hear a pop coming from your oven. Check it, make sure nothing is exploding, and that's that. Put it back in. What was this for? So don't take my word for it, because again, everybody's oven, everybody's broiler is different. Can you guys see that? Ah, yes. Much better. Okay. What's the other thing I wanted to say about this? Again, I experiment when I'm doing different salsas. Like sometimes I think that I want my tomatillo to have cilantro that's like visible so it's not super blended in. I don't know what I'm gonna do today, but for sure if I have time for a second salsa, then I don't blend this other one that I might do. I just chop it up. So I don't want it too fine because I do want some leaves. It's all preference though. And I can already tell you, I think I'm going to want more than this if we do the second salsa. It gets so small once you chop it up, man. All right, let's see if these cool down at all. They still need a few minutes. They're still kind of hot. So, what should we do next? We have the salsa for the enchiladas. Or the sauce. Not really a salsa. Okay. I'm gonna start this. I like using, for tomatillo, in my opinion, you have to use white onion. But since I'm going heavier on the jalapeno and serrano, I think I'm gonna use a little bit less than I usually do. I'm gonna start with a quarter. Normally I'll do like half even whole depending on how many tomatillos I use. But, again, since this is heavier on the peppers than it is compared to the tomatillos, I'm going to use a little bit less. This is going in a blender, so you just rough chop it. You don't need to dice it up that much. Then this, it's all personal preference. This is going to be the onion for the enchiladas themselves. I kind of want to do white since I have them. But I don't know. Let me think about it. I have an extra white onion. I'm going to do white. Normally, I always have red onions in the house, but I'm going to do white since I have it. Since this is for the enchiladas, I like to dice them kind of small. Also because I like the crunch of the onions, but when they're too big, it messes up the flavor and the balance. And these are done. So, I don't always do this. It really depends what you're doing. I don't do it with the tomatillos, but with the peppers, sometimes I do. You see how they're blistered now? But this is just another technique that you can do, and when I'm doing peppers, I sometimes do that. So with this amount of chicken, I definitely want more onion. So, We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna do the salsa verde, the tomatillo salsa first, because both need to be blended. And if they're black and blistered, I leave them. I don't care. I love the flavor. I pour that liquid aside in a bowl, and then all that juice collects in a bowl. All right, so tomatillos are inside. Garlic, onion. I start with half a clove because that was a big piece. Absolutely must have lime. But once again, I'm going heavy on the jalapeno and serrano, so I'm not going to put as much lime to start with as I normally do. If I'm doing mostly tomatillo, I do a lot of lime. Right now, I'm going to start with one really small lime. Taste it, then add more if I want more. I'm going to mute you guys for a second while I get something out of the cupboard so I don't... Started. We're doing right now a tomatillo salsa, but I'm doing it a little different this time. And I won't judge you when you do this. I just don't. You can also just rub some lemon or lime over your fingers. Let's see if you guys can see that. See? If I wasn't doing this for you guys, I would be doing this directly over the blender. That way, any juice that comes out would go into the blender. Now, another option, which you can do. You can slice it open, okay? And you can remove these seeds. A mess on your blender, clean it now, man. Clean it now. You know how difficult it is to clean that afterwards when it's all crusted and dried up? You got to... Okay, this we're done with? Yes. And I don't like this, I really don't like this setup. Do like this. Like this. I'd be able to show you guys. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a tortilla, just dip it in Wow, it's such a different, I haven't done this in forever. You just dip it in the enchilada sauce. It's gonna be a completely different color if you're doing this with the can, obviously. You don't have to do this step, but as you know, I love onions. I put the onions inside. I put just a tiny bit of cheese inside, cilantro, because it's going in the oven. It's gonna get dried out anyways. I just do it for a little extra flavor. Like this. What is the best cheese? It's preference, right? Like I can never choose, so I usually do half mild cheddar and half Monterey Jack. And then I do half salsa verde and half salsa rojo. Then you just roll it like that, okay? Super easy. What I do is I push it to one side, and you'll see why in a second. So what I normally do is I'll dip it in just the salsa verde, roll it, and then once I have all the roe, then I pour half the red and half the green. So I get half and half. Okay. I would not use Swiss or sharp cheddar on enchiladas though. Totally different flavor. Again, preferences, but Jack and not Swiss. Because Swiss is too pungent. I love it, but not with this. Okay. And roll. It's that easy. Dip. I even, because this is homemade sauce, I even might have put too much in this bowl. And the reason you want to just add a little bit at a time is so you don't cross-contaminate, you know, and then you save it for later. Chicken. And again, if you're doing your chicken just to make enchilada, be awake and watching over it all day or all night.
Okay.
The way we learned this recipe was like not even putting the cilantro inside. I just do it so the flavor gets into the meat. And I think I'm still gonna, I thought I had way less chicken than this. Deceiving. I definitely feel like I'm gonna want more cheese though, just eyeballing this. Hospital chicken? Chickens can get doctorates? Didn't you know? Ah, I forgot to I'm spacing out. I'm hungry, you guys. I forgot to dip this one. Oops.
Okay.
I'm starving. I'm starving. So you'll even notice if you decide to make the homemade sauce that I can already see it, like just sitting here as I roll one and the others are just chilling. Which is why, like, you know, frying the tortillas can kind of help. And it helps absorb the sauce, but I'm not doing it. I'll just add more sauce towards the end. Compensate. Heating the tortillas makes a world of difference. Heating how? That's what I've been telling chat, is that's how I learned to do it. You kind of lightly fry the tortillas in oil first before doing this. I stopped doing that. It's a waste of time. It's a huge mess. And I don't taste a huge difference. It really makes a difference in the way you roll it. And if you're making homemade sauce and how the sauce absorbs how the tortilla absorbs the sauce. But otherwise, there's not really a huge taste difference. So my cheat technique is just microwave them. That's it. Then they're soft. Then they're easy to roll. Eating the tortillas makes a world of difference. I would not ever recommend using olive oil if you're gonna fry your tortillas though. The flavor is too strong. So now when I said I push them to one side, this is why, so I don't waste space. Check this out. Ooh, this was like the perfect amount of chicken for this tray. Perfect. Now, push them to the side. Why? Boom, you just created space for one more. And my eyeballing is getting good because that was almost perfect. Almost perfect. I needed one more tortilla, and my eyeballing of the sauce was actually perfect. You see that? Boom, more room for enchiladas. Exactly. And the last of the chicken. Ooh, yes. Ooh, yes. Now, because they're looking kind of dry already and they're not even in the oven, I'm just gonna do like this, adding a little bit more sauce on the top. And this is the point, once I have them all in the tray, in the dish, once again, this is usually where I do the half and half. I do half green and half red. But we're not doing that today. I'm kind of sad. I'm already craving it, but that's okay. Okay. I put a little extra around the sides because the end ones tend to get more dried out than the ones in the middle. And now, the cheese, even more. Even more cheese. Look at this. I already know I'm gonna probably want more. Yep, I want more. Just a little bit, not too much. Too much cheese is impossible. That is right. Also, this will help all this cheese, you know, since I didn't fry the tortillas in the oil, all this cheese will also help keep everything moist and not get dried out. Get the bald spots. Get the bald spots, man. That corner, that needs some love. This corner, it needs some love. This corner, it also needs love. Oh, what about me in the middle? I didn't forget you. I had my oven set to 425. I'm going to put it to 400 since I did not use canned salsa. I'm a little... This is hard for me because I'm so used to doing salsa for large groups of people. I'm terrible at making small amounts of salsa. But we're going to attempt this. So, got my tomatoes. I do want some leftover, you know? Look at how white those are. How whack. You remember the good old days when tomatoes were actually red? All right, I like the size of those chunks. Looks good to me, but these tomatoes are so sad. So sad. They're so freaking white. And you know what else I did? I had prepared all of those jalapenos and serranos earlier for the salsa verde. And I always do this when I'm making multiple salsas. I'll be like, oh, I gotta keep one jalapeno for the next salsa. I always forget. I always forget. You know, the thing is, we can still get red tomatoes. But my theory, this is just a theory, I don't know if it's true or not. My theory is that our society is in such a rush that they harvest too early in order to keep sales going for the grocery stores. That's my theory. Instead of just waiting one more week for that tomato to get beautiful and red the way it should be, they harvest it. I will tell you guys, though, I bought a tomato plant. I'm planting a tomato plant. We were talking about growing our own foods in chat, like last week, I think it was. And the reason I never do is because I travel too much. So whenever my food is usually ready to eat, I'm not home. And it goes to waste. And all that time goes to waste. I don't think any of us are traveling anytime soon. So I'm going to do it. You're also eating tomatoes out of season. I'm from California. We don't have food seasons. So there's that. We're used to, well, at least growing up, I was used to always having almost everything available. Not everything. But actually, I take that back. I do remember. I remembered the seasons making a difference. Now, it's super hard to find a really good red tomato, even in season. I'm gonna cook fast. Okay, one more thing, I lied. I'm gonna tell you guys one more thing. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be doing sub-only movie night. So we'll hop into Discord. It's actually going to be nighttime for those half of chat. It's going to be late morning, early afternoon for me. We'll start around 11 a.m., 12 noon, something like that, Pacific time. So if you guys want to join, meet me on Discord later today, later tonight, and we'll talk about what movie we're gonna watch. And then what we do for movie night is we all go into general voice chat on Discord and we hit play. So we just hang out in voice chat and watch it together like that. Smells good. Not the tomato, the enchiladas. Okay. Onion. Jalapeno. since I made a super spicy, since I made the super spicy jalapeno tomatillo salsa, this one, this knife is bent. Ooh. This one I'm not going to do super spicy. This will keep mild. But I do want to chop that up a little bit more. Oop, I need to taste test this because I don't know how spicy these are. So I put in half of whatever that was. And for me, these are done. Ooh, yes. Oh, yes. What? Finish this quickly. There you go. I'm just doing a pico de gallo. Super simple, fresh. I love it fresh. I'll probably want more onions than that. But we're gonna start little by little first. Salt. Where'd my spoon go? I'm missing, here. So I add the cilantro last because I like to make sure that everything is seasoned the way I like it first. More lime. More onion, for sure. For sure, more onion. Russians are everywhere. There is power with us. Sasha Grey is with us. More salt. That's too much salt. You see what I did there? Do you remember a couple secret sauces ago I was telling you guys, never pour your salt direct. Ah, I could still use more salt. And these limes are so good. Okay. I feel like almost more onion, but it's okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna scrape whatever onion's left here. No, but I needed that onion. Oh well, I forgot. See, I always do that. You have to do, well, I have to do because I like doing so many different salsas and sauces. I try to do extra, and now I just use it all. Now I add the cilantro. Mmm. Mmm. So fresh. Perfect. Whoops. Now it's perfect. So, what did I want? I wanted more onion. And I'll show you why in just a second. Ooh, that top layer is thick. Ugh. Okay, now we're good. Switch sides. Oh, what's that? Ah, yes. Cannot forget this. Cannot forget this. Oh, look at that. Avocado. Eh. Finally. Yes. So, final step, onions, fresh chopped onions. Green onions are also really good, but I like the white too. And oh yes, I'm gonna take this off just for the photo. This is gonna look better. Okay. And so good. Let's move these sauces. Yes. Yes. So good, you guys. Let's take a picture of this before we dig in and eat it. I should have put this in a smaller dish. Oh well. Nah, better alone. To recap what we made on today's secret sauce. We made homemade chicken enchiladas. We even made the sauce. The red sauce you see. We made that. And it's gonna be so good. To dig in, you guys. I cannot wait to taste this as my hair gets in my plate. Oh yes, first bite with nothing, because you gotta try it. Bye. Bye. Oh my goodness. So good. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now we're gonna go full ham. This is the extra spicy one. Put it on there like this. Oh my goodness. Some crema. Like this. Ridiculous. Hold up. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I thought I might crash doing that. I didn't think I would have enough room. Okay, I'm gonna be super tiny, but I'm not gonna fix the camera because I don't want anything to fall over. I thought my chair wasn't going to fit because my camera and my tripod are there and my light is right there as well. So I thought I was trying to pass with the chair. I didn't think it would work. We're gonna eat like this. so good. How many times can you eat from it though? You mean the enchiladas? I would say they last in the fridge for like 2-3 days. And I love these. This is like one of my favorite foods ever. So I won't get sick of it. Oh my goodness. I almost made a tamarind drink, but I didn't have time. This is so good, you guys. Mmm. Mmm. Trying to bring chat up here since you're kind of far away. Infernus Dead, thank you for the sub. Simo2813. RKwitz. Thanks for the subs, you guys. Rhinoise76. Melchizedek. Okay. Thanks for the subs. Thanks so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Secret Sauce. I'll scroll back when I'm done eating and make sure I didn't miss anybody, but on the phone it's kind of limited. Okay, now I have chat here. I have a feeling he's gonna come back. So good. Could you do enchiladas with cold roast beef? I would not recommend it. I guess you could try it. Spicy. So good. I showed you guys the food earlier. If you're just stopping by, here it is. But here we go. The reason I like to top my enchiladas with onions is also because it's crunchy. And I also love onions. So I do it at the end as well as on the inside. I need a napkin. And I'm fresh out. I gotta get some. Ooh. Chips. Mm-mm-mm. Meditation, sitting, eating. One of these days, I need to figure out a better configuration. Not lasagna, chicken enchiladas. I guess if you've never heard of enchiladas, you can call it a corn tortilla based lasagna. But no, it's not layered, it's rolled. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Now, if I was having people over, I would have also made guacamole. But it's also, you know, avocados are super expensive right now. Anyways, so I only got a couple. And I just mashed my avocado with the pico de gallo made. You could try pasta, garlic, oil, and chili, a real Italian recipe. Hey, you must be new here. Welcome. This is secret sauce. And I definitely have done a few Italian dishes on secret sauce. I did an Aeolian spaghetti that was insane. So good. I need to make that again, actually. I've been craving that. How often do I have people over before this COVID crap? I prefer to have people come over and do like cookouts, barbecues, or like really nice dinners. I would say like at least once a week, having people over before all of this. Mmm. I have chips. But it's the bottom of the bag and half of them are crumbled. I hate that. This is gold. Yeah. Mmm. 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 Was it a hiccup? It could have been. I don't know. I'm a little out of it because I was so hungry. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mmm. Starving. It's kind of late though. I shouldn't get too full. So I can eat dinner too. But it's so good. It's so good, I can't stop. Yeah, that picture from Guadalajara was from December 2018. That place was so good. That's almost it. I mean, I still have the whole other bowl. So, ooh, look at that. Got sweaty. It's hot in here. Had the oven on. The sun is out. The light is bright. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. This was pico de gallo. And this was tomatillo, serrano, and jalapeno. Mmm. I can't stop. It's too good. I did borscht a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Mmm. This turned out good. It's spicy. My nose is running. It's really good. I like this. But it's really good, but since I did more jalapeno and serrano instead of tomatillo, you kind of lose the flavor of the tomatillo. But what I like is that sometimes I do it just the peppers alone. And you have to add an oil when you do that. With this one, you don't have to add any oil because the tomatillo gives it a good texture. Anyways, it's freaking good. It is good. All right, let me see if I missed anybody since the phone is always limited. Give me this. Oh, I definitely miss people. I have to scroll back. Okay, it was after the raid. So right after the raid, Rosa Drew, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the $10 donation. Pirate shirt? What? Definitely not a pirate shirt. Heal for Cash, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Khalil 000, thank you for the tier 1 5 months. What's up? RB Lionheart, thank you for the 2 months. Infernus Dead. Simo, and that's where I remember getting you guys. Thanks so much. Thank you again, you guys. Joda Killer, thank you for the 420. Meduseth, thank you for the tier 1. John Boyce Trivia, thank you for the sub. Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you, thank you. The music playing. The music playing is just like a copyright-free lo-fi playlist. Ah, that was so good. So good. All right, there we go. Red enchiladas or green enchiladas? So if you missed the beginning of the stream, I was telling chat that you tray or the pan red, the other half green. Then I get the best of both worlds. I get what I want. And I'll even sometimes go so far as to do half and half cheese, different cheeses as well. Anyways, I'm so satisfied right now. I think we can consider this, and I should have put this on the going live notification. I feel like we can consider this a belated birthday stream. Because on my birthday, I tried to stream for you guys. And it was right at the beginning of everybody panic shopping and panic buying. So I ended up going to, I think, 5 different stores on my birthday to try and get ingredients for enchiladas. The stores were basically cleared out. I couldn't even find tortillas homemade. Pre-made. I couldn't find maseca to make tortillas. Nothing. I couldn't find anything. I came home. I had like this much maseca left anyways. And I had done the chicken. I had cooked the chicken overnight. So it was ready for the stream. The surprise stream. And, well, none of those plans panned out because I went to go live and I said, okay, I'll make, since I can't do what I wanted to do for the stream, I will make homemade tortillas and then I'll just use the chicken that I made overnight and do like little soft tacos, whatever. But it ends up even being better. Homemade tortillas was like just simple beans or simple cheese. That's it. So that's what I ended up doing. You guys can see that video. So I tried to go live and Twitch was down. So I couldn't go live. It was like one thing after another. I tried to go live, couldn't go live. So I just recorded myself. So you can go to my page if you want later and you can see me making homemade tortillas. It's like a 30-minute short video. It was so weird because I didn't have chat to interact with. Even though like half of being in the kitchen, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm still explaining things and I know that you're there watching. When I know that you guys aren't there because it's pre-recorded, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. So anyways, you can see that video if you want. That's just me making homemade tortillas. Turned out super good. So this is like the belated birthday stream that I wanted to do. Full on enchiladas. You got to see my salsas. This salsa verde was like an experiment. I usually do 2 of these, 2 different styles. One is chunky and one is thinner in consistency. So I'm happy though. That's super good. What I forgot, what I wanted to do was actually get my beans. I had some beans I was gonna eat with this, but it's super late in the day already. So I'm gonna stop eating now. Otherwise, I'm gonna eat way too late tonight. And I already eat late enough as it is. Yeah, like a whole month belated. The stores are finally almost stocked with things. So I was able to find maseca. I was able to find, actually at the store, like fresh tortillas yesterday, plus the pre-made tortillas. I got almost everything. I still can't find disinfectants, but you know. Just disinfect everything with vodka. Oh my goodness. Have I ever smoked the enchilada sauce to add some dimension? I've not. Would be a waste of time because I'm all about wasting time for flavor though. Instead of smoking it, just use chipotle chili powder. Chipotle is actually a chili. Not just a place, okay? So you can use this and just mix it in. And that provides a smoky flavor. All right, you guys. I guess that's it. Would I add Hatch green chili? I like the flavor of those. So maybe next time if I did the salsa verde for the enchilada sauce, homemade, I might combine that with like some jalapeno and a couple other green peppers that aren't too spicy, that are more mild. Because then I like... Try all the chiles. Try them all. So, don't forget, before you guys sign off, tomorrow we will be doing movie night. Movie day. We will be doing it between 11 and 12 PST, which is -7 GMT. Here's how we do movie night. We all join a general voice chat in Discord. On Discord. And we press play on a pre-selected movie all at the same time. And then we chat and hang out together. So, what are we watching? We didn't pick a movie yet. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to break down my lights, my setup. I'm going to clean up. Then I'm going to probably get some exercise in. And then in a few hours, I'll join you guys on Discord and we can talk about what movie to watch. So don't forget, that's tomorrow. That is tomorrow. And then after movie night, I'll do I don't know what time I'll stream. I'll stream tomorrow. So movie night is not streamed, you guys. It all happens on Discord. No stream. We're all just hanging out on Discord and voice chat. Then after we end that, I'll go in and I'll go live and actually stream. I don't know if I'll do it right away or if I'll take a break in between. El Palacio F. Dez, thank you for the sub. What's up? Welcome, welcome. No serious movies, that's right. It's impossible. It is impossible to do serious movies because we're all speaking in the voice channel, so that's not gonna happen. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, you guys. This was another secret sauce, kind of belated birthday stream. This was so good. Super simple to make. Like I said, it's so easy to make. It will go by a lot quicker if you have like a second hand, somebody helping you out to go along and tell them, okay, do this while I do this. Anyways, super simple. This is one of my favorite things to make. Always and forever. This is my birthday food. Okay? So, that's it. Thanks again for watching. Thank you, mods. And follow me on social media because that is where I usually announce that I'm going live a few minutes before. And make sure you have your notifications on Discord turned on as well, because sometimes I'll ping you guys messages, and if you don't have those notifications turned on, you won't get the messages. So, there you go. There's my socials. Follow me on social media. Movie night, movie day, movie late morning tomorrow, Friday. And then I'll be doing a stream later in the day tomorrow as well. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. Super fun. I'm so happy we finally got to do this. This is one for the books. This is one I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. So, that's it. See you guys tomorrow. I don't know why I said it like that. See you guys tomorrow. Like I was thinking about it. Like I suddenly forgot that I'll be back tomorrow. Procrastinating to leave. Goodbye.